The demon inside my room after this video will like, ¿por qué escucho música de jefe? Creo que ya valí madre. Hey Spartans, welcome back to another video. This video is going to be very different from my other videos because this video is going to be very personal. We're going to get into the dark stuff of my life in this video because, you know, I was watching a video by Marauder, some other gamers, where he talks about why he cannot sleep. He basically has sleep paralysis, and I was like, oh, I can't relate to this video so much, but right now I can make a twist into that topic because actually Doom Eternal, or being around Doom overall, like getting Doom inside my system, has helped me with my sleep paralysis. I know this is going to sound so childish, but bear with me. I'm being serious. This is not clickbait because this is a very sensitive topic in my life, at least because basically I cannot sleep. I suffer from insomnia because I suffer from sleep paralysis. I cannot sleep for the love of God. I can never sleep because of this stuff. So this is something very important. So yes, this is not a joke. This is completely serious. But before we get into the nitty gritty dark stuff of this video, there's two things I am really afraid in my life. Number one is losing you guys. So please stay safe in these hard times. Wear a mask if you're going outside. Do not go outside if you don't have to. But overall, just stay safe. I do not want to lose any of you Spartans. You guys are my brothers, you guys are my friends, and I really care about you, so please stay safe. Number two is I cannot stand the darkness. I cannot stand the darkness. In some contexts, like I can be in a dark room, like a complete dark room. I can go inside a house that it's completely in the dark. I can be in the forest completely in the dark and I'll be fine. But the only time I cannot stand the dark is when I'm going to sleep, is when I'm on my bed. When I go to sleep, my room needs to have like two lights. I need to have my PC on, I need to have my TV on. There cannot be a single dark corner in my room, because if that happens, then my imagination, my mind is gonna start effing with me, and I'm gonna start imagining like ghosts in the dark corner, like black figures in the corner, ghosts, demons, los demonios del infierno. Like my mind completely f's me over when I'm in the dark. That's why I cannot sleep in the dark at all. I cannot be completely in the dark when I'm going to sleep, because like I've been like this since I was like 2 years old, so it's not like I have a trauma. But if I had to name a bad trauma I had with the darkness, it might be when I was like 13, 14 years old. I was completely alone in my home. It was like 3, 4 a.m. in the night. I was playing Gears of War 2 with my friends, and I remember we were playing in Jacinto. I was playing with my friends and I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna take a shower because I hadn't bathed in like 1 or 2 days. So yeah, guys, go. You need to bath frequently. But anyways, I went to the bathroom. I was taking a shower. I was alone at home. My family wasn't like my grandparents' house. I was completely alone. I was taking a shower with shampoo in my eyes, and the power went off. Back then I lived in another house which was like really big and spacious, so no lights, no power in the house. I was completely alone, fear of the dark, 13 years old, and I was like in the bathroom with shampoo on my eyes. So I was like, oh my stupidly god, what in the heavens am I gonna do? Basically what I did was like go out in the shower, took off the shampoo from my hair, like with a towel and everything, and I went to my neighbor's house like, can you please let me in, I'm alone. Okay, I am traumatized in the darkness. I cannot sleep. So with that out of the way, let's talk about, oh yes, this is Final Fantasy VII Remake. I was watching this gameplay. Oh, Sephiroth is like so sexy. But anyways, so let's talk about sleep paralysis and what is it exactly before we talk about why Doom Eternal has helped me with this in quotes disease, because it is not a disease, it's just your mind completely playing games with you. But anyways, What is sleep paralysis? Sleep paralysis is a feeling of being unable to move, either at the onset of sleep or upon awakening. The individual's senses and awareness are intact, but they may feel as if there is a pressure on them or as if they are choking. It may be accompanied by hallucinations and intense fear. That's one, and let's talk about the sleep demon, which is actually the thing that has everyone terrified when they suffer from sleep paralysis. The sleep demon is actually a hallucination linked to sleep paralysis, which occurs when a person is jolted awake in the middle of the rapid eye movement, or REM for short, phase of sleep associated with dreaming. You wake up but your brain is still dreaming, and it's projecting your nightmares into the real world. Those are the hallucinations, and that basically is sleep paralysis in a nutshell. Like, you are awake but you are still dreaming, and when you have sleep paralysis, your brain projects your nightmares into the real world. That's why you hallucinate that there's a demon in top of you, like there's ghosts or the black people. Yeah, I think it's the black people in sleep paralysis. Let's see. This is actually pretty common when you have sleep paralysis demon. I think the right terminology is the black people. Yeah, the black people. You see like black figures on your room, in the walls, in the corners. Black figures that like silhouettes that completely F you over, because when you're at sleep or when you are dreaming, your emotions are like enhanced to like 300%. So even if you are not that fearful, that fear is going to be enhanced so much that you're going to feel it so effing badly. So yeah, sleep paralysis is not a joke. Of course, sleep paralysis is different from individual to individual. Like, not everyone is going to suffer the same symptoms of sleep paralysis. Like, for example, me, when I get like an episode of sleep paralysis, I do not get them that frequent. I get like 2 every month, and my last one was like 2 weeks ago, so it's not that frequent, but it's still the same. I cannot sleep because of that. It's just that I just cannot like get tired to go to sleep. It's just impossible for me. I go to sleep at like 5 a.m. in the morning, and I just recently began taking like pills to sleep because of this stuff right here. But yeah, my symptoms, the way I suffer this thing is basically like, I am awake, I can see my surroundings, but my perception of time gets so slow. 1 second can last like 30 minutes and stuff like that. I've had episodes of sleep paralysis. I apologize for my accent, I know it sucks, but I've had episodes of sleep paralysis where I am like, where I remember what happened, that I was watching like a video or stuff like that, and I'm just like watching the TV because my TV is like right in front of me. Like, there's my TV, and right in front of it is my bed, so I can watch my TV when I am like looking in the left, and I'm watching the TV while I'm suffering this episode of sleep paralysis, and I know I'm watching the video and the video is not moving, like it's a still image. Like, the general consensus of sleep paralysis is that you feel like you're getting choked, or that you feel pressure on your chest, but for me it's kind of different. I feel like someone is grabbing me gently, how do you say it, the neck, by the neck, not from behind but from here, like this, just doing this. Like, per second it's getting like stronger, like he's choking me stronger, and I do not feel anything in my chest. I feel it in my waist, like it's someone is pressing my waist like so hard, like I cannot move like a like a millimeter. Besides that, my perception of like the things I see gets twisted. I don't know if I could do it with the power of editing, because I remember what I see of how I see it, but it's just so weird. It's like if my field of view went from like the normal field of view of a human to like all the way back, and my focus is on the very center or in the very edge of my field of view, like in the very top. Like, I'm just focusing in that, like if I was like this, yeah, something along those lines. Now that I think about it, it's like basically Halo 3 when the Gravemind talks to you, that your field of view goes all the way back, like your field of view stretches and you focus in one point in the screen. That's basically how I get it. Like, my field of view gets so effed up. So in conclusion, my perception of time gets completely destroyed when I get an episode. I feel like there's someone choking me gently and getting stronger per second. I feel a high pressure on my waist, like my leg and my waist, and my field of view gets completely stretched, of course. Also, I feel everything, like, you get more sensitive. I can feel the air of my AC unit like brushing in my skin and stuff like that. I hear everything like enhanced. Normal sounds I will hear them like I don't know, like way stronger, louder, like with more noise, with more kick to it. You know, it's awful, to be honest. It's completely awful. I wouldn't wish this kind of experience to anyone. But okay, let's talk about why I think that Doom Eternal has helped me with this sleep paralysis episodes, because yeah, it's gonna sound childish, I know, but Spartans, bear with me, like, I wouldn't joke about this thing. So when I began like surrounding myself in the lore of Doom and in the game of Doom overall, because I began my Doom journey again in 2016 with Doom 2016. But when I began like watching the lore of how badass the Doom Slayer was, how he was able to kill all the demons in hell and stuff like that, and because we associate sleep paralysis with a demon, I think that my mind subconsciously is like, when I get sleep paralysis now, I'm like, okay, mother trucker, let's do it. You want to get into a fight? Let's go. I'm gonna fight you in my dreams. Yeah, basically, whenever I get an episode of this stuff right here, I do not suffer it as usual. I am conscious. I do remember how it's like. I do remember the episodes, and I am conscious. Like, I can control my mind in a way. I can tell myself that, okay, this is not real. I'm not going to die. There's no demon in top of me, and you cannot actually die by this. No one ever has died by an episode of sleep paralysis. It's just impossible. It's not like your heart is going to unconsciously stop beating because of how scared you are, or it's not like you're going to stop breathing because a demon is choking you. Like, that is not real. That is just your mind, your subconscious playing with you. Like, if you want to blame someone, blame your subconscious for being an absolute ass with you, to be honest. But yes, because of how like inside I am in the lore of Doom, and just how badass the Doom Slayer is, whenever I get an episode, I do not suffer it as usual. Right now, I'm like, when I get an episode, like my last one was 1.5 weeks ago, I am like, okay, mother trucker, you want to get into it? Let's get into it. You want to fight? I'm gonna fight you. I'm not that scared, because the thing is that the reason why you suffer so much with these episodes is because, one, your mind completely F's you over with hallucinations, and two, your fear is enhanced like 500%. It wouldn't be that bad in the beginning, but because it wouldn't be that bad in the beginning, but because you are so fearful on your sleep, and because your emotions are enhanced when you are sleeping, that's why you are scared, like completely, like pantless. But why pantless? What the hell? That's why you feel fear so bad when you get an episode of this. But yes, I'm watching this image right here. My god, man, these silhouettes. I cannot wait to get another episode to completely destroy that demon and show him who is boss. Like, I'm not even kidding. I want to... No, yeah, who am I kidding? I do not want to experience this. Who am I kidding? This is so bad. But it's not as bad as it was like a year ago or 2 years ago. Like, right now I can control it. I can control my fear. I can make the fear my friend, my accompaniment. Is accompaniment the word? I do not even know, but you get the point. Instead of making fear my enemy, I dominate it. That's what I do when I get an episode of sleep paralysis. I'm not going to get destroyed by a non-existent demon. If I'm going to get killed by a demon, at least be it a real one, you know, like, let's get a real fight, not a demon that is just a creation of my imagination. So that's the type of mentality I have when approaching these types of topics. Like, just feel powerful. You guys can do it. You can control and dominate your emotions. Do not let your fear consume you, because if it consumes you, then you're going to be the fears, bebe, basically. Learning to control your emotions is something that every person should do and should know about. Like, you can do some wonderful things if you control your emotions. Why is this video getting like so deep? Like, we were talking about Doom, now we're talking about controlling your emotions. Like, what the hell is this video anymore? I do not even know what I'm talking about. Like, I'm just so tired, I want to go to sleep, but yeah, it's 5 a.m. in the morning, you know. But anyways, buttons, I think that's going to wrap it up, this video. I know this video was kind of weird, but I hope you enjoyed it, because, you know, I like getting up close and personal with you buttons, because you guys are my brothers, my friends, and my viewers. So if you like these types of videos, please let me know that in the comment section, and if you do like them, I'll gladly give you more videos like this. But anyways, thank you guys for coming, and I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.